Yes, guys, welcome to Bala Sports. How you guys doing? Charles, what's going on, my brother?
What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Doing good, man. It's Victory Monday for me, man. So I'm doing well. Not the
You mean
most.
Victory Monday for us? I'm about to put in my transfer portal papers in, bro. I'm about to become an Eagles, man. My Falcons ain't looking good. I'm about to go from one bird to a.
You're welcome anytime, man. Especially you, man. You got the card, man. You definitely welcome to this Eagle fan base. Damn, dude, it's been a crazy week, man. NFL Week 11 and reactions, man. What a weekend.
Crazy, man. Crazy. I'm talking about teams like the Jags. I ain't think they was gonna do. My Falcons, I thought they was gonna get a win. Again, you got this international game in Madrid.
Yep,
It's
yep,
been a crazy weekend.
been, man. And whew, the Falcons, the Miami Dolphins. Dolphins looking good, but I was rooting for them. Like you said, the weekend's international is in Madrid. Dolphins versus the Commanders. Happy the Commanders lose, of course, in international, being they're in a division. That come down to the wire. And the state of Carolina Panthers shocked the Falcons. But let's get to the Dolphins versus the Commanders, 16-13. What was your take on that game, my guy?
Man, let me tell you, man, I ain't even want to watch the game, tell you the truth. I probably was, it was so early, I probably was still on hangover. Nah, I'm just joking. But nah, as far as that Miami and that Commanders game, ain't nothing really to be talking about. I mean, they both 3-7, whatever it is, it's nothing to you know, boast about.
Right.
The real winners is Madrid. They got to see, American style football game. They got to cheer with the fans. Some people traveled, some people didn't. Got to buy some merch. You get the NFL to go international is always a good thing. It boosts the brand. But other than that, I mean, this game was just kickers, man. I do not know what's going on with the kickers in this season. A lot of kickers missing a lot of field goals, a lot of punts being blocked, a lot of field goals being blocked. The Commanders had the game if they could just kick a field goal, make a field goal. You get what I'm saying? And you win the game with I think it was like 10, 20 seconds left, something like that. They could have won the game and then win it. I think overtime. Miami got a pick and they kicked the field goal and won the game. Nothing really too exciting about this game.
Yeah, I definitely agree with this. Nothing excited to the game, but I am happy that Miami won because my division rivalries and plus my barber is a Commander fan. I get to have two,
Mhm.
two or three free haircuts. The bet was good,
Ah.
so I take that. But dude, if Miami would have lost this game, man, I think the head coach should have been fired because it was 1 minute left of the clock, and you decided to go for it when you could have kicked a field goal. You
Right.
end up going to extra time, man. But you're right, man.
They definitely needed that win more than the Commanders. Come on. We all know what's going on with the Commanders over there. Daniel's hurt. You won't see him to sometime next year. So, they just playing with house money over there in Washington. So, we definitely need Miami definitely needed to win more than Washington. They got rid of their GM and it was either the GM or the head coach that had to go. And if he
Yeah.
like you said, if he would have lost this week, it would have been over. Sayonara.
See ya. He's gonna be gone anyway at the end of the season, I think. But who knows? It's Miami. Anything could happen. But we're gonna get to a game where I don't think you want to talk about. Well, we're gonna talk about it, man. That Carolina Panthers shocked the Atlanta Falcons in overtime. Field goal victory, 30-27. Price Young, dang, this man averaged 448 yards, 3 touchdowns. He
He was
went on
rubbing
cap
in.
no mode, bro. This guy went. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen a quarterback uh, this young that went off like that. I know it's an extra time, but the score is 30-27. It's not like it's
Wait a
44 to
minute. Wait a
27.
minute, brother. Come on, man. I gotta cut you off, man. You gonna rub it in my face like that? Come on, pause. Ah,
You
damn,
got it.
bro. No, listen, man. Okay. hats off to Bryce Young. Okay, we know he's a good quarterback. Second year in the league, they were just selling 50-cent wings down there in Carolina to sell some tickets last year, and now look at them. They second in the division. Of course, yes, they beat my Falcons, but let me make this clear. They only beat my Falcons because Michael Penix Jr. went out. That's the only reason why they won. And I don't know what's going on with our defense, but we need to figure it out soon. They run defense is I have no idea what's going on with it. Pass defense is amazing. But yes, we lost to the Carolina Panthers, division rival. Michael Penix out for the rest of the season with a knee injury. I'll just say one thing about Michael Penix, right? When we drafted him, we had high expectations for him, right? He had two injury, both knee injuries over there in University of Washington, bone on bone, both knees. Him having another knee injury is come on. I mean, we could go over how many knee injuries he had in college, but yeah, it's one of those days where you know we we risked it all on him. You know what I'm saying? And Kirk Cousins came in. He did what he normally do. You know, I mean, we don't expect much from him. I don't know why we paid him all that, but we don't expect much from Kirk Cousins. A little older. I didn't want him on Atlanta after the Achilles injury, but it is what it is. We paid him too much money, I think, and there's nothing. You know, I take my hat off to Kirk Cousins and his career, but I
Yeah.
just think it was just way too much money to be given a older quarterback with a Achilles injury. But he played pretty decent for us yesterday, and it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, cousin, he's Asian. No, that dude makes some money in the NFL. I think he makes it.
Mhm.
He's everywhere he goes, man. He make money. But
Yeah, you're right.
I'm not. I don't know, man. I don't know about your Falcons, man. You got a top running back, BJ Robinson, man. This guy's a beast, and to see you guys struggling the way you guys struggling, I listened to earlier to I think it was Cam Newton that said something about when you're under pressure to win now moment, especially for the head coach. From what happened last year to now this year, I don't know.
You can't really base. I understand what Cam's talking about, far as wanting to, win now with the talent that we have. We're a very talented team, but we need somebody to put those pieces together. Pretty decent. Is he the right guy for the fit? Who knows? I mean, injuries happen, and time is running out on him. I won't give up on him yet. I'll probably give him another year where everybody's healthy. But I'm telling you right now, let's trade for Shador. Let's send Kirk Cousins over there and give us Shador, or we get that kid coming out of Texas A&M. I like that kid because
Wait, wait,
the
wait, wait, wait,
offense is
wait, wait.
built
Are
off
you
of
are you giving up
a
on
style
Michael?
quarterback.
Are you giving up on Michael Penix already?
Not giving up on Michael Penix, but you must understand when you're a savant like me. You know what I'm saying? When you're an NFL savant and college junkie like me, you know these things about Penix. He get hurt, like he have a lot of knee injuries, and you cannot. Yes, we paid him, but you cannot risk everything on him alone. I love the kid. We would have won the game yesterday if he would have stayed there and he was
Yeah.
healthy. At least I believe that. What I mean? The way the game was going, we had all the momentum going into the end of the third to the fourth quarter. We could have won that game easily, and it wouldn't have been no overtime and dealing with these field goals and everything. Man, come on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, hey, I would like a Shador over there. Why not? His dad was drafted it over there to the Falcons, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dion, prime time. That's where the prime time started. They better stop acting like people don't know this. Come on. Now stop acting like you don't know.
Bro, that's gonna be a crazy scene though, man. Shadow with BJ, that's gonna be something special. That's gonna be really something special right there.
If that don't happen, I mean, come on, of course, I'm just blowing smoke. But If that don't happen, I would love to draft the young kid. Penix could still be the number one quarterback next year, but you draft that kid out of Texas A&M, that quarterback. Ooh, his run style is similar to Penix. What's the kid name? I like him too. Quarterback out of Texas A&M. Ah man, why I can't? I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, yeah.
I don't want to say much about the Falcons, because I do got a little bit
Oh,
of love for them back in the days, but I'm just gonna. It's always the same story every year, They're excited in the beginning and their shit just go wrong. I don't know what happened, but this year I was expecting more because I feel like, the missing pieces there. You got the running back, you got the running game going. That 3-7.
London, one of the top premier
Right.
receivers. Kyle Pitts, if he could just come on as I think he's just lazy, man. I don't know what it is about Kyle Pitts. It's like I want to like him, but then it's like I can't trust him right now. You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Today's episode going to have a lot to deal with trust. I can already see it. For some reason, I got that feeling I'm gonna be saying that word a lot. So people in the chat, don't be coming at me
All right.
because I feel like I would be saying trust a lot.
Speaking of trust, man, let's move on to the next game. Do you trust? Well, I would have been asked that stupid question, man. Were you surprised the Jaguars destroyed the Chargers? Because I don't think that trust is the word to describe Justin Herbert.
Let me tell you something, man. That division is crazy, but I will say I did not expect the Jags to beat the Chargers. I thought the Chargers had something going earlier in the year. You know, I think this game was more about the continuity of the Jags. I feel like they are what the Chargers want to be, far as you know, team chemistry, team play. And it's crazy saying that because they best players injured, but when he went down, we all know who the best player over there was, right? We know. Okay. Okay. So with him going down, what did they do? They went and got another receiver, Jacoby Myers. He fit well with that team. And that's just off of 1 week. Okay. We're going to see what's going to happen over the next couple of weeks. But he is one of those receivers who wanted to touch the ball a lot. And he went over there with that young man over there. And let me tell you something. Boy, Lawrence is going to pass him the ball.
Yeah.
Lawrence will pass him the ball. And that's all he
First,
needed.
first game, man. Five receptions for 64 yards. Not
Yeah.
bad,
Not
and
bad for a first game.
not
And they were crucial yards, too, throughout that
right.
game. I mean, the number's not high. Jacoby Myers definitely did his thing. And then I think what's the other kid? The other receiver, number 17. I want to say his name. I don't wanna
Team
butcher
Patrick.
his name. Patrick. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. He had a touchdown and had a couple of good yards.
Yeah.
Like he's another one. So and we can't forget ETN. You get what I'm saying? And then the rookie, Tootin. That's who I want to say. That rookie running back, Tootin, he is a beast, man. That
Yeah.
boy, I don't know how many yards he had, but he was playing. He was balling. And yeah, he could run, man. But, I think that's what the Chargers is missing, the continuity. Man, I would have thought Harbaugh would have had them, ready to go. But, hey, I guess not.
Tuna had a 15 carries, 74 yards.
You know,
That's crazy. The Jaguars averaged 192 yards on the ground. Justin Herbert got 10 out of 18 for 81 yards. Now
And they
that's where the
play
trust.
hard.
That's where can you really trust this guy? Because every season he start up looking hot, like he could throw the ball, and then before you know it, I mean they're still 7-4. They're still in the playoff run race. I mean, excuse me, but I don't trust Justin Herbert. I just don't. I think that it's moments like this you get to be like, yo, what's going on here? But
Regular season, I could trust him.
right
Playoffs, he don't have enough experience for me to trust him. It's just
now,
that
I'm still gonna stick with your word and go with trust. Do you trust Mason Rudolph? Rudolph, excuse me. If Aaron Rodgers don't come back to take the Steelers.
hey, Mason Rudolph. They got look who they played. They played a high school defense. the Cincinnati Bengals. Listen, if I got this, if the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns come together, they have a great team. You take Cleveland defense and you take Cincinnati offense and you put a team together. You get what I'm saying? And there you go. They both Ohio teams, and you have a great team. You have a great
Yeah.
team. But no, man, no, I can't. You cannot trust Mason. No, 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 no. Only reason why they won that game is because that defense in Cincinnati is just horrible. I'm telling you, they couldn't beat a prep school.
Speaking of that game, man, something interesting happened. Chase and Ramsey. Ramsey punch got ejected out of the game.
Yeah.
Chase denied that he never spit in his face. Chase got suspended for one game, I believe, just one game, for lying and spitting.
Listen,
Jalen Carter got fined and suspended, but he didn't lie about it. He admitted that he did it.
Chase got fined 500,000,
Yeah,
half a
yeah,
million,
yeah, yeah,
half a
yeah.
ticket. It's a half a ticket. But you know what's up? I do not condone violence. I want to put that out there for the chat. I do not, for our viewers, I do not condone violence. But that spit is that's the worst disrespect. Man, come on, man. He lucky it was Jalen Red. Anybody else, they probably would have ripped his head off with the helmet.
Right.
I do not condone violence, but no, listen, for real, Musa, I'm telling you, man, this is we don't have. I want to say there's no room for that in this game. In this game of football, there's no room for that. I think he was just mad because he was on that island. You know that island, that
Yeah.
5 island. They locked him down. He was frustrated. They was chatting. They always got. They always go back and forth. So it's nothing new. He was just salty because he was on that island all by himself. Ramsey was shutting him down. Shut out Ramsey, man.
Yeah.
I hate to see you go out like that, bro. But
Got
they called him.
Yeah, Chase had 30 yards throughout the whole game. I
Ooh,
believe it was three. That's like, yeah, I think it was 3 catches with 30 yards.
3 catches, something like that, 30 yards. Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, but like
You
you
know,
said, man,
get,
I don't
get
condemn no violence, but dude, if a man spit in my face, bro, man, dude, you
I would
spit
have did
it.
the same thing Ramsey did,
He would have done the same thing. But
without a doubt.
the question that does NFL fine Ramsey or not? Because I didn't see no news about him getting fined or anything like that, which I think
And
would be a
now
good
that the
thing.
video came out of that hog spit, that's
Yeah,
exactly what it was. It was hog spit. I doubt they fine him. They probably just, they probably just, give him maybe a suspension, or if they do fight him, it's gonna be very low and they be able to play next game.
which I think I think he should play next game because dude, there's no way you could stand there and send out a man spit at you. You're just gonna walk away and don't do
Yeah, the
something about it.
NFL got to send a message, man. And I
Right.
think I think it was perfectly. I think they did a good job by fining them a half a ticket and then suspending them, things of that nature. Like, because we don't have no room for that, man. The Shield do not play those games. If you did not know,
So let's move into our neighbors, man. Down the street from here, Buffalo survived a high-scoring shootout against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, thanks to Josh Allen rushing 3 touchdowns. Of course, average 6 touchdown total throughout the game, but rushed for three, and that was a shootout, bro.
three.
44-32. Baker Mayfield doesn't have most of his weapon. Buffalo Bill fans are going crazy like they just won a Super Bowl. It was a high-scoring game. They can't stop talking about how great Josh Allen is. He's a great quarterback. Now, let me get this thing out there. I know a lot of people thinking that I diss Josh Allen. He's a great quarterback. He is a great quarterback. He's a quarterback that you want on your team saying that you're gonna get to a playoff. But when you do get to the playoff, what's gonna happen when you get there? When you get to face a guy like Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, he hasn't taken to the step to make it a Super Bowl yet. It's been 8 years. This man had top five defender in the league as his defenders, excuse me, because I don't want to be too much because a lot of people trying to come on my neck about that shit here, neighbors and everybody else. But I'm telling you, I don't have nothing against Josh Allen's talent. He's a great quarterback, but he has not made it to the dance yet. and you had Stephon Diggs at some points. Now let's pump the brake for a minute when we talking about. Last week he shit on the bed in Miami. Bill fans was giving me excuses because he was too hot. He's a divisional game. But dude, them turnovers was based in Josh Allen, wasn't coaching. Every time Josh Allen make a mistake, they blame everybody else around. Now I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm gonna ask you this. It's, I'm not disrespecting Josh Allen's game. He's a baller. But dude, I like to see players in the playoff show up and show out and win a game. I don't give a damn if you score, if you throw for 175 yards. Do you win or you lose? That matters in the playoff. Your performance matters in the playoff. Your game management matters in the playoff. What is your take on the Bucks in the Bills game?
Let me start off by saying I agree to disagree. I trust Josh Allen, right? I trust him as a quarterback. Like you said, great quarterback. I agree with everything you said, right? As far as that nature. I remember, you know, right before Josh Allen, got drafted, a lot of these Bill fans over here where we live at up top, right? They always want to know who is this Josh Allen? They ain't know anything about him much. And me being a college savant, as I said, you guys gotta trust me when I tell you these things. Trust me. Josh Allen is like a mix of Roethlisberger and Brett Favre, right? I told these people this, right? I tell these fans, these Buffalo fans, this. I say he's big like Roethlisberger. He a gunslinger like Brett Favre. I said the boy can run. He'll run you over. They ain't want to believe me. I said he will turn the ball over. They ain't want to believe me. What is he doing now in his eighth season? Right? He's doing everything. He's a big runner. He's a big boy. He could pass the ball. He could, he he don't make a lot of mistakes, but when he do, they're big.
Right.
And this is where I say I trust him in the regular season. I have yet to trust him in the playoffs because he can't get over the hump of the Lamar Jackson, the Patrick Mahomes, and get there. Now, what I will say, he's up for MVP. I mean, yes, he had two bad performances, you know, last 2 weeks. And don't forget against my Falcons.
Right.
He had a bad performance against my Falcons. But that's here nor there. Um, man, listen, I think, you know, losing Stephon Diggs was a big mistake by the Buffalo Bills. Now he's over there in New England just balling out,
Balling out.
with the number one candidate for MVP, Drake May. But we'll get to that. But back to Buffalo. Yes, I mean I trust him. He is a great quarterback. They needed this win this week.
Right.
You know why they needed this win? Because who's ahead of them in the division? New
England.
England. New England's up by 2 games. They lead the division, and they play each other. Is it Christmas? December? Is it Christmas that they play each other, or December 14th, something like that? I
Coming up,
believe
I know that.
they play each other.
Well,
But
the next game they're playing against is playing against the Steelers.
yeah, that's an easy one. That's an easy one. That's Thursday night.
No, 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 no. Thursday night they play against the Texans, then the Steelers.
Texas.
Yeah, then the Bengals, and the December 14th they're playing against the Patriots.
And that's what's going to determine who's the MVP or not. I guarantee it. That's going to be the week. But yeah, man. That's my take on the game last night, man. Buffalo, they doing a good job, man. I mean, they can't win them all. Got to
Right.
win the ones that count.
That's you just gotta win whoever's in front of you, but man, dude, let's get to this. The Cleveland Browns hosted a wild one against Lamar Jackson, the Baltimore Ravens. What was your take? First of all, Baltimore looking okay. Baltimore's winning game, but I don't think they still look good. But it's a divisional game. Baltimore is gonna be Baltimore. I'm not a huge fan of Baltimore's head coach. I think that he should be. He's something. He be holding them back, especially in the playoff, because he doesn't let Lamar beat himself. He want to make Lamar be something that he's not. Passing the ball, being passive for so much. I love Lamar Jackson. I love watching Lamar Jackson play. I think it's exciting to watch. Same reason why I used to love watching Michael Vick with you guys back in the days. Do you think Baltimore has what it takes to make a deep run in the playoffs?
Yes, 100%. They will win the division. Make sure you take a clip of me saying this. Post it. The
Steelers still
Ravens
up,
will
man.
win the division. They still have the Steelers to play. They not worry about Cleveland. They not worry about Cincinnati. They coming back. I said this 3 weeks ago when Lamar Jackson was out. If Lamar Jackson come back, they will win the division.
They're
And
five
that's
and
exactly
five
what's
right
going
now.
on. That's exactly what's going on. Since he been back, what has been happening? They've been winning. You know why? Because he draws so much attention to the defense and allows players to get open, allows Henry to run the ball the way he need to run the ball. You know, you got deep threats like Flowers.
Right,
This guy right here is a great this team is a good team. They could literally, if the defense that's they've been getting a little bit better, but the defense step up, they could make a run in the playoffs. I mean, it's hard, like you said, with Lamar Jackson not being the Lamar Jackson we used to see. I think he just need to stick to what he does when he gets in the
right.
playoff. Run, pass, do whatever you need to do to win the game. I think he be thinking too much in the playoffs, man. To me, the last couple of years, it looked like he just be thinking too much.
Yeah. Spit.
You know how when you think too much, things just, it's like too fast for you.
Yeah, you want to do all
The
the
game is
extra
too
stuff,
fast for you.
Yeah, true.
You don't want to
Shador,
make the mistakes. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. But,
Shador Sanders had his debut when Gabriel got hurt to concussion, I believe. I know a lot of people do. This guy probably never didn't even have no rep throughout practice, as the head coach mentioned. But how you got your backup quarterback doesn't have no rep, and then you don't know what's gonna happen, and then now you need him went out there. I don't want to blame Shador's performance on Shador, but if you had to blame someone for his performance, because that was really not something that we wanna.
blame no one for the performance. If you don't know how the NFL is ran, if you're not first of all, let me say this. Get well, Dylan Gabriel. I mean, I never want to see a player get hurt
Like,
and take it out, but I want to see 12 out there on the field.
yeah,
I
why
want to
not?
see Shador out there. And what I was going to allude to is you can't blame anyone for Shador bad performance because everyone knows in the NFL the number one quarterback get all the reps with the ones in
Right,
practice. You know, get what I'm saying? So he didn't have a chance to get the rep with the ones. Now, this week he will get reps with the ones. We'll see how they play against the Raiders. See how 12 play against the Raiders. I want to see him do good. I mean, technically, I think Cleveland is setting them up for failure. We already know how the coach feel about him, so it's all about his trust and his teammates trusting in him. That's what it's going to be about. Trust in his teammates. Shador need to trust in his teammates, and his teammates need to trust in him. And one thing I like is, after the game, he was in the locker room and, you know, he addressed the team and he said, "Yo, sorry about everything. It was all my fault." And who was it? Who had four? Who had? It was somebody on the squad that had 4 sacks. Who was that had 4 sacks?
Browns. Of course, you
Yeah,
already
for the
know.
Cleveland Browns.
You
Who was
already know
that?
who, man. Who else, man? Michael
Who
Garrett,
was?
of course, man.
Yeah, so Garrett, yeah,
Yeah,
Garrett
that's his
came
name.
in
Yeah,
and
Garrett.
made sure
That's why I
he
could call
he
him
he
Michael.
let the team know that and let Shador know that it wasn't on him. You get what I'm saying? I like that in a leader. That's what a leader's supposed to do. We all want to see 12 do good. We want to see Shador do good. I mean, if you not rooting for him, you a hater.
Right.
For what reason? He didn't give you no reason. You can't say because of his flamboyant. That's how he is. You
Personality.
can't judge people off their personality. He just confident in who he is as a player, and that's what you want from any player on your team, whether it's quarterback, defensive end, linebacker, running back, wide receiver. You want them to have that type of confidence because you know what that help. Sometimes they can have a bad game, and that confidence will help them get that one catch that they need. You get what
Yep.
I'm saying? or your quarterback might need that deep pass and he's precise to
Right.
to win a game, or your kicker may need that confidence to win a game at the end of the game. You want them to have confidence. You know, people who hate Oshador, I just think they just don't understand him
Yeah.
as a person. They don't know his lifestyle, and you can't blame him for that.
Nah. That's the same thing I've been saying to guys when they be calling players, oh, this player's arrogant, this player's cocky, bro. There's no great player in this world that doesn't have confident in them that you as a normal person might think is arrogance. That just straight up confidence is believe in themselves and I could do this. We play
Right.
the game, no matter yeah, different level, but I mean you have to have the confidence in yourself where others gonna judge you by that and be like, yo, he's just arrogant. Tom Brady had that. You know what I'm saying? But I never look at a player saying that oh, these guys are arrogant. Because as long as he goes out there and ball out, that's his
Right.
motivation. His personality is motivation. That's you need that. There's some players that doesn't need motivation because they already had the confidence in themselves, said, I'm capable of doing this. I'm capable of
Exactly.
stepping in there doing what I got to do. So when I heard some fans be saying, this guy just hurt again, that's why I don't like him. Nah, bro, you just mad because he's whooping your team's ass. That's something that you just said about Kobe Bryant. Well, nobody nah, man, Kobe was a baller. He doesn't have time for freaking be like normal person. He knows he put work in and day out. It is what it
Yeah.
is, man. You don't have to like it, but you just have to respect it. That's
Respect the game, because I'd rather have a quarterback like Shador who's confident
right.
than a quarterback like over there. He's the backup now. He was the starter, Richardson in
In it,
Indianapolis,
yep.
where he was talking about, "Oh, I'm tired." When you have confidence, you're not going to say you
You're not gonna
tired.
say that,
And
right?
then he got benched, and look, he ain't seen the field since he was
Right.
tired.
That that
You want a quarterback that's like that? That wasn't confidence. A quarterback say, "Yo, I'm tired," during a game, bro. Come on.
it's like I told this guy that I'm like I rather had a I don't want to have a teammate that's comfortable sitting on the bench. I want a teammate that want to go out there to play because then when your number is called, you're ready for it. Look
Right.
at Shador. Yes, he had a bad game because why? It's the NFL. The speed is there, everything else there, but that's his first game, like you mentioned, bro. He doesn't have the reps.
It
This
belongs,
system
man.
happens. Coaches matters. But moving on to the next game, well, this one's a quick one, bro, man. The Rams have 4 interceptions, and the Seahawks, man, missing long field goal to go for final players. The Rams beat the Seahawks, 21-19. Down to throw 4 interceptions, 279 yards. Is this the games why the Vikings decided to get rid of Sam Darnold, which I think was a stupid mistake, by the way, because the
No.
Vikings.
I mean, I think the Vikings. Yeah, I think the Vikings just made a horrible decision with Sam Darnold.
Now, as an
I don't
Eagle,
trust Sam Darnold though.
right?
There go that word again. Trust. I don't
Trust.
trust him in big games because I feel like it's like the lights are too bright. You get what I'm saying? The lights was too bright for him. Yo, you had an opportunity to go against a Rams team that may end up in the Super Bowl. That's in number one in their division, tied for the best record in the NFL.
Yep.
You had a chance to go out there and showcase your talents in front of the big lights in Los Angeles, and you blew it.
Your
You
defense
blew it,
step up.
Darnold. Again, you blew it. I do not trust you. You are a great game manager.
No arguing with
I do
that,
not
man.
trust you. Now, on the
But
other hand,
I do say this about the Rams though. The Rams are the team that I'm worried about as an Eagle fan. Rams got the offense. They're well coached team. If there's any team that could put points on the board, I think the Rams can. Yes, we beat them 3 times in the past year or 2 seasons now. This season and last season we beat them twice. But the Rams were the only team last year that could have stopped the Philadelphia Eagles, and they almost did. If Jalen Carter didn't have that free run at
right.
Matthew Stafford in that play, I think there would have been a touchdown, and the Rams would have went to the Super Bowl. The Rams are a very dangerous team, and the Eagles need to get the shit together because the Rams are coming.
They coming. Hey, you know who else coming? Them boys over there, that boy Purdy and them San Francisco 49ers. They
They're
coming
looking
too.
good.
Got it. They
They're,
looking good. So
they're
the
looking
Rams
good.
better take care of business with them first. They took care of business with, the Seahawks. That was great. That was a great game, man. I'm telling you, I could watch that game again.
Yeah. That was a good
And
game.
I believe they play. Do they play each other again? I believe so. I believe they play each
Yeah.
other one more time.
Uh-huh.
So I'll definitely be tuned in if they do play each other. But the Rams is the Rams. A lot of teams need to be worried because they hitting that stride right now. Hopefully that everybody can stay healthy with the Rams. I'd love to see them in the playoffs. So see what see see what's shaking. It's good to have different teams in the playoffs every year. You don't know what to expect from the Rams. They got a nice squad over there. Defense playing top notch. Offense could put up points. Special teams playing. They not missing field goals. They are a team I could trust over there. So
Yeah.
all right, not bad, not
All right.
bad for them.
Next game, bro, man. The Kansas City Chiefs, 5-5, lost against the Denver Broncos, 19-2. Now, the biggest question that everybody wants to know that I want to ask you is the Chief dynasty over?
No, it's not over, man. It's still what 7 more games to go. I'm thinking they could get at least 5 out of 7. So I mean, they dynasty not over. It's just like when the Patriots was on a run, right? On a Super Bowl run. And I know a lot of Bills hate to hear it, but I'm gonna tell it how it is. They had 1 or 2 years where, they wasn't making they wasn't they made the playoffs, but they weren't number one in a division. And guess what? They won a Super Bowl. Like, you got Andy Reid over there. Everybody's coming back healthy for Kansas City. It's just one game, man. Like, come on, they just won how many in a row? 2, 3 in a row. What you want from them to go win the next 8? No, it's just one game. I mean, they still a dynasty until they lose 2, 3, seasons in a row. That division is wide open. You get what I'm saying? Like anybody could take that division right now, but
I mean, they still got a long way to go because the Broncos are 9-2 and they 5-5. So it's not as wide open. I mean, the Broncos, they
seven
would,
games left. Anything can happen to the Broncos right now.
true, true, true. But right now, we
The
got to give
Broncos just
Broncos,
played 2 games at home. They away the next couple. You don't know
yeah,
who. I don't know their schedule right now, but anything can happen
yeah.
with
I
the
mean,
Broncos. Seven
but just,
games left. Come
but
on.
you still got to give them the credit, dude. The next game is going to be against, not the next game. Yeah, are they playing the Commanders? Because I know they're on bye. After that, they're coming back to play against the Commanders, I believe. And yeah, and they got the Raiders, they got the Green Bay Packers, the Jaguars, the Kansas City Chiefs again, Thursday night game. I think that's
Exactly.
gonna be the game to actually they go to Arrowhead on that game. So that's gonna be a good
That's
game.
3 games. Kansas City.
Yeah,
Who Kansas City have this week? Because Kansas City could definitely get if they win this week. That's what 6 wins, right? And that's on a bye week that they only 3 games out of tying for first place.
Kansas City next game is against the Colts at
And
home,
see,
at home,
the
and then
Colts
they
due
got the
for a loss. The
Cowboys on
Colts
Thanksgiving.
nice though.
Yeah,
That's gonna
they
be a
got the
good game.
Cowboys. Yeah, they got the Cowboys at Thanksgiving. That'll be
That's
really
easy
good.
win.
I hope so.
And then who after that?
Then after that, they got the Texans and then the
Yeah, so they
Chargers.
see what I mean. Look,
Yeah,
those teams are beatable for Kansas City.
right.
Kansas City could literally go on a. They could win 3 out of the next 4
Yeah,
easily. The way the Chargers been playing, come on. Texas hasn't shown me anything that make me scared of them.
true.
Dallas, we all know about that star. It's burning. It's burning.
All
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And
Yeah,
then the Colts. The
yeah,
Colts, that's what you worry about. And you have them at home. So come on. We already know how Arrowhead get down.
right. Now let's talk about the last game of this of Sunday night. This game, the Philadelphia Eagles against the Detroit Lions. The Eagles beat the Detroit Lions 16-9. Of course, the Philadelphia defense. Thank you, Vic Fangio, for actually showing up to Philly and staying in Philly for 2 seasons. Super Bowl year, now we here. Bro, that defense last night
Our
got me.
team is
No,
good,
no,
boy.
no,
Our
let me just
Eagles is
focus.
good.
Let me
Our
just focus.
Eagles is good,
Yo,
boy. I
but
gotta go
that
get me an
defense,
Eagles.
that
I gotta go get me
freaking
a Hurts
defense,
jersey. Hey, Gilly, where you at? Man, give me a Hurts jersey. Gilly, come on. What the big ass hats you
Dude,
got?
the D line produced a masterpiece last night, man. Led by Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, and the new guy we got for Miami, bro. Thank you, Miami. Dude, I'm gonna let you give me your take on this game for a minute, man. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Lions, so I could calm myself down because there was a lot of frustration, especially in the offense. I know it's a tough game. The Lions are no joke. The Lions are a great team. I think the Lions defense did well keeping up, but every team play against the Philadelphia Eagles this season when it comes to scoring points has done well against us in the offense. New offensive coordinator, still going through the same issues. We feel like we're still looking for identity. But give me your take on the game.
Man, listen, I will say that Eagles winning 16-9. Listen, they know how to win in the trenches, bro. That defense is real. Let me tell you. That's how a defense like the Eagles is what win you Super Bowls. And don't let that offense start clicking. Boy, you're gonna be in trouble. You're gonna be in trouble. From the beginning of the season, listen, I took the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. I'm a Falcons fan, but if I'm gonna put in my transfer portal papers in, you know what I'm
I already
saying? I
accept
got
it.
it somewhere. I'm going from one bird to another. And it's gonna be from a Falcons to an eagle. You know, both birds are predators. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm going to do that, I would definitely pick the Eagles. But yeah, man, their defense is amazing, man. Offense not clicking yet. It's fine. I think the Lions just stagnated. We're not able to, you know, make big plays. And I think that's because head coach, much respect to him, but I think he took over the offensive plays. He's in charge of the offensive plays now. You
Right.
go for it 5 times on fourth down and you're 0 for 5. You're 0 for 5, bro. Give that offensive coordinator back his job. You continue to be the head coach. I ain't see no trick plays. I ain't see no a couple deep throws. Williams is a very good receiver. He's a very compliment receiver over there in Detroit because man, they got a nice little squad offensively, but head coach need to give that he need to give that offensive coordinator his job back straight like that. Like what you did going 0 for 5 on fourth down, horrible. And
That's
and
what
the
damn Cam
Eagles,
do though. Like he's a gambler. He'd say this since day one. You want to bet kneecaps. You want to do all that crazy stuff. You wanna come down here and be something different. I say this plenty times here, right? I don't trust the Detroit Lions because of the head coach. Like you just say, 0 for 5 on fourth down. Okay, cool. The Eagles didn't capitalize on most of these turnovers or most of these opportunities, should I call it, our offense. But dude, this game was won based on the trends, like you say, and our defense. Philip
this was
coming
more
from
about
go ahead.
yeah, I think this like you said, I think this was more about the Eagles defense.
It's all about our defense. And that's why I have a trust in this team. And like you say, if we start clicking the offense, I don't know when that's gonna happen. I feel bad for Jalen Hurts at some point, man. How many offensive coordinator does a quarterback that has to have in his career? It's like every
You man,
season, bro. Every
it's
season
it's
there's a new
and
offensive coordinator.
it's like they dry over there in Philadelphia, man. God
Dude,
damn,
man,
what do Philly need? They have
just the
a
Handy Reeves
great
or somebody, you know what I'm saying? Somebody just want to
right,
call a
right,
play, man. That make the Kyle Shanahan, someone that just want to call an offensive coordinator that we could just keep that
right.
no other teams is not gonna try to come get. Because
And
I
I
want
like
to
and I like that. I like Jalen Hurts because he was an underdog
right,
his whole career, man. Like you over there at Alabama, then you get your job taken. You get what I'm saying? We all know who
yeah,
Tua. That mother sucker can't. I don't trust him at all either. I meant to say that earlier. I don't trust that bum. Tupac could still be alive if he was the shooter. I'm telling you, because I don't trust him. You're laughing. I'm so serious. That boy, that was horrible. He's horrible. I don't understand how Hurts got his job taken away from him. And everybody just was raving about this Tua guy. He is exactly where he need to be in Miami because he like a dolphin with a hole in his head. But yeah, I love Hurts, man, because like he's an underdog. go from Alabama. They go to Oklahoma. He win in Oklahoma too.
Everywhere
He's
he
winning at
goes.
Alabama. Got bit for I don't know why. I don't know what Nick Saban was thinking. Even though they won a national title at Alabama, with Tua, but he went to Oklahoma hurt. For the people who don't know, and he won there, and then he go to the NFL. Of course, he don't start right away, and then he plays, and he's playing hurt first 2 seasons. Then he won the Super Bowl. Come on, you can't make this up. Everybody talk about he don't got a deep ball, and then last week when he was throwing a deep ball, they want to say, oh, it's the receivers. Give the man his just due. Give the whole team they just do. When the offense is clicking, they're clicking. When the defense, we know the defense shows up. You know, Saquon Barkley, you got that jersey back there for a reason. Once he
Reason,
get
bro.
going, I think that's what opens up the offense is when Saquon get. We haven't seen Saquon ever since the 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 backward spin jump over old boy head last year. We haven't seen him go off yet. Like really, really go off. Like this is my team go off. You get what I'm saying? Like once he get going, you got them two big receivers on the side. You got your deep threat. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got two deep threats actually. You get what I'm saying?
Don't forget
So
about
I mean,
Smitty,
come
man.
on.
He's also top 5, man. But you nail
Wait, wait,
everything.
wait. Wait. You said what?
Man, come on, man. Devonta Smith is a
Top
top 5.
five.
He's
Top
a
five
top
what?
5 receiver.
You out
Devonta
of your
Smith is a
mind.
top
I'm not
5 receiver in the
listen,
league. I'm
listen,
not gonna argue
listen.
with you about that
You know
neither.
people see you, right? You know people see you, right?
Yeah,
You
I
my
guess so. The ladies
brother.
are.
I can't let you go out there like that. I can't let you go out there like that saying these things. I'm gonna protect you by any means necessary. Okay, you my brother, but he a good receiver, but he ain't no top five. I
I'm
can
not
name
saying
five
top
right
5.
now
I'm
off
I'm
my
not saying
head. That's
I'm not. But dude, when you look at his performance right now, right? Yes, no, I'm not gonna say right now. But when you look at
he
all
balling
around,
up, bro.
when you look at Smitty, the way he is, he's more dependable than a lot of wide receivers. Smitty could go for whatever ball you throw it up to whatever ball Jalen Hurts put up there. Smitty could go for that, and I trust Smitty in the big moments. I trust Smitty in any moment. In the Super Bowl, you see in the deep, though Smitty could go for ball. I'm not saying that when I put him at top 5, I'm not saying that he's better than Drake London. So that you don't gotta come. I'm not saying he's better than Jefferson. I'm not saying he's better than Chase. But I'm not. Who else would you would say? You know what I'm saying?
You got Brown over there in Detroit. That's five right there.
Man, St. Brown didn't do shit against Quan Mitchell last night. What you talking about?
That's just one game, brother. That's
I'm
one
just
game.
saying. I'm
We
just
talk
saying that
about
was a one
stats,
game.
and every week, literally, you hear their name. You don't hear Smitty name like that every week. He plays good. Don't get me wrong, but he's listen. I'm not gonna go there
You
with you.
got it.
All
You
right,
got it.
I like
You got
Smitty.
it. You
I
got
like
it.
Smitty. I like
You got
Smitty.
it.
I ain't
I'm not
gonna
gonna
do him
argue with
like
you.
that.
I'm
I
not
ain't
gonna
gonna do
argue
him
with you
like that.
about it. You
But he
got
ain't
it.
top five.
You got it. You
You
got
gotta
it.
remember what you said. You said top five. I gotta protect you by all costs. I don't want
Top
people
10.
in the chat gonna come
Top 10.
after you.
Top 10. Top 10.
All right, there you go. I'll leave it at that. You still got DK. You still got that boy. You got the boys over there at McConkey. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You got
Thank
it's a
you.
lot of it's a lot of receivers out there now. Come on.
Thank you. Thank you. You know what? Top 10.
When Jaden Daniels healthy, you got
What? Wait, what? Debo?
a receiver,
Now
right?
I gotta protect you.
Okay. All right. Hey, one thing I can say, I trust Smitty though. I trust Smitty.
I trust Smitty. He doesn't say much. He just got out and ball. But question I gotta ask you, man, quick about it, man. Are the Bears for real after they comeback win? The Chicago Bears.
I do not trust the Bears. Boy, I'm not trusting nobody.
Yo, but
What do
he's
you mean
balling,
like that?
man.
I ain't
He's
trusting
playing
spirit fingers. I ain't trusting the spirit fingers.
he's
You gotta
playing
show me
light out
something in the
though.
playoffs.
He's balling. He's playing.
He balling, but you gotta trust. Hey, I ain't trusting him. I ain't trusting nobody that go home and pet their dog. I had a rough day today. And it's a little one of them little Yorkies. Come on, get out of here. I ain't trusting nobody with a Yorkie. And you single. You single with a Yorkie? Get out of here. I ain't trusting nobody.
When was the last time we actually considered the Chicago Bears at 7-3 in week 10 or week 11?
Hey, listen, they playing, but they ain't playing nobody.
It's because they got a quarterback.
No, they not playing nobody. They schedule is trash.
That's the same thing you could say about the Buffalo Bills. That's the same thing you could say about the 49ers.
I can say a lot about the Buffalo Bills, but they gotta play the Patriots. They gotta play Kansas City. They played a good Falcons team that was hot in the beginning of the year. So you can't really say. I mean, of course you play Miami twice, you play the Jets twice, but divisional games are always tough.
So the Lions did drop 52 points on them. You're right. Yeah. Chicago was right. Yeah. The Ravens.
You see
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah. You're right.
Savant,
You're right.
savant.
You're
You
right.
hear me?
You're right. Yo, my brother, man, I appreciate you for being here, man. Any final takes on this week? What was the most impressive game or the most impressive player in the week?
Drake May.
Who?
Drake May, Patriots. The boys is balling. Boy, Buffalo got a problem over there, that division, boy. His name start with Drake.
He's here to stay. He's here to stay.
Yo, the boys, hey, listen, remember I said this. Whoever win that game between Buffalo and the Patriots later on in the year, that's who's gonna be crowned MVP. I trust Josh Allen. I don't, but Drake May is making me a believer. You know, he got a little bit more to go, but man, that offense is clicking, boy, and Kraft knows it. They went back and got Josh McDaniels as the offensive coordinator. Come on,
Yeah.
bro. Look who was winning Super Bowls over there. He was making listen, man. Josh McDaniels was making that team look like he should be the head coach
Nah. He tried that already. He went to the Raiders. He couldn't done it.
already, but still.
My most impressive play this week is I'm gonna have to go with the Chicago Bears quarterback.
Get the fuck out of here. Hold on a minute. Come on. Josh Allen, 3 touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, 3 rushing touchdowns. That is not amazing. I would have went with him, but you know, wow, you don't want to give Buffalo they flowers.
I'm giving
You
Buffalo
hear
the
this, Bill
flowers
fans?
because I expected Josh Allen to perform like that. But I don't expect Calvin Williams to be played to know how to win games. You know what I'm saying? Because he's still finding his way. But you played the competition that's in front of you, right? And I feel like not a fan of the guy, but you gotta give him respect. You gotta give credit where credit is due. And I respect the fact that the Chicago Bears keep finding a way to win these games.
Well,
You know, you go against the Vikings defense. Vikings defense is really not they're not a bad defense. That's a solid defense. And to see how he was playing, no, there's just a little moments that things that he does. It's like, okay, this guy got it. This is why he went number one. This is why the hype was real. Because you find it a way to win games. Like we talk about the Eagles. Once you learn how to find a way to win, same thing with the Kansas City Chiefs been doing for the past few years. They find a way to win games. And I feel like Calvin Williams was doing it.
but it's not gonna last, bro. So
Yeah,
give
I
him his
mean,
flowers now. Give him
yeah,
his flowers now. Regular season, they one and done if they make the playoffs.
right.
One and done. I don't care who they play.
I'm not questioning that, but for now, to see the way he moving in the pocket, what he's using his legs, what he's throwing the ball, and a lot of the receivers be dropping balls. He would have a lot of his stats would have been up the roof if some of the receivers would have catch the ball. The man knows how to find a way to get that play going, to move to the next step, and he's doing
Yeah,
it, and you
yeah.
gotta respect that.
I respect the wins. The ultimate team game, football, offense, defense, special teams.
Right. So appreciate you for being here, man. I couldn't go deep into the Eagles. You said it all what need to be said, man. Well said, my brother, man. Thanks for being here again, man. Please
You know it.
subscribe to Bala Sport, man. Press the like button anytime if you want to listen to Charles, the master, the maestro. What's the name you call yourself again?
The savant.
You already know, man. I appreciate you,
The
bro.
sports savant.
All right.